News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-990 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, Assemblyman Greg Hafen is appointed to a key position, and 3 people are injured in a major crash. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
The Trump campaign appoints a local representative. It's Friday, October 18th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Well, a march for Trump was held Wednesday on the corner of Highway 160 and 372. Local representative in District 36, Gregory Hafen, has been appointed to chair his rural election campaign efforts. We caught up with the Assemblyman today to find out more.
The Trump re-election campaign, it's an absolute honor. I was floored when they contacted me, and we'll be doing events like we did the other day on Highway 160 and 372, just grassroots events to spread the news, to re-elect our current president, and the importance of all rural Nevadans getting out and voting. A lot of people think that rural Nevada is going to vote for Trump anyways, and so they may not think that they need to vote, but there's approximately 1 million people in rural Nevada, and that's a large portion of our population in the state. And it's very important to get the word out to let everybody know that each and every single one of their votes counts.
Tell me about the rally the other day on Highway 160 and 372.
Again, it was to let everybody know to A, support our president, and B, to send the message that here in rural Nevada we don't agree with the way the impeachment inquiry is going. And that we fully support our president. It was really a grassroots effort, about 48 hours notice, and we kind of spread the word. Had one out here. There was another one the next day in Vegas. I believe there was one in Carson City and Boulder City as well this week. And it's just kind of spreading the word, getting people out. And out here I was really happy. We had lots of great people driving by, honking their horns, giving us thumbs up. And it's good to see all the support that we have.
If people want to contact you, if they want to volunteer, will you be also getting the volunteers together as far as going door to door, getting more people involved in this campaign?
So if people want to get involved, they can contact the state party. That's the best way of getting involved. And we had a number of people that have already been out helping people get registered to vote, which is very important. Everyone should register and exercise the right to vote. So that's one big way. And yeah, volunteers to go door to door, either contact the local central committee or the state party.
Yeah, Nye County Republican Central Committee right here in Pahrump. They have regular meetings. People can get involved. They can find out how to register to vote. Registering to vote is a lot easier than it used to be in the past, right? Yeah,
as soon as you go to DMV, you can do it at DMV very easily. There were people at the Fall Festival registering people to vote, and I would anticipate that a lot of our other events out here throughout the whole state, there will be people willing to help you register to vote.
And a dramatic crash resulting in a rollover occurred last night on Basin Avenue and Linda Street. 3 people were injured as a result of this collision. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a 2-vehicle accident that resulted in a rollover crash at Basin and Linda Street last night. Traffic was blocked in all directions while Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulances arrived on scene to transport 3 individuals. One person who met flight criteria declined to be transported via Mercy Air to a trauma center in Las Vegas and instead decided to be transported by ground ambulance to Desert View. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies are investigating. And highway traffic in the northbound travel lanes was diverted around the scene of a multi-vehicle accident today. Luckily, no injuries were reported as a result of a 4-vehicle accident that occurred this afternoon on Highway 160 near Calvada Boulevard. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and Nevada Highway Patrol arrived on scene. Traffic was blocked in the northbound travel lane. How the accident occurred is under the investigation of Nevada Highway Patrol. However, witnesses on site said that one vehicle, a white pickup truck, was exiting the Terrible's Country Store when the white sedan stopped to enter into that driveway. Another pickup truck stopped behind that car, and that is when the Honda hit the rear end of that car, causing a chain reaction. The white Honda sustained major damage. The other vehicle sustained minor to moderate damage. And more news right after this break.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrump Cardiology, located at 1397 South Loop Road in Pahrump, Nevada. Call 775-210-8333 for an appointment. Dr. Tali Eric, proudly serving Pahrump since 2005.
Welcome back. Well, Chicago educators demand more money from the city. Angela Miles has that and more.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, the British pound has been on the rise for the past month as lawmakers in the United Kingdom and European Union agree on a Brexit deal. Lawmakers in the British Parliament will take it up in a vote on Saturday. The proposed deal between the UAW and General Motors includes closing 3 plants in the U.S. Once the deal is done, most union members will receive $11,000 as a ratification bonus. GM shares cooled off. Industrial production output dipped 0.4% in September. It was due to the GM strike. In Chicago, striking teachers are on the picket lines as they push for better pay and doable class sizes. The mayor says the city has made its best offer ever. However, teachers say there is a city fund that would cover what they need.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Well, this week at the Board of County Commissioners meeting, Nye County Treasurer John Prudhomme met with commissioners to present his financial report.
In case you're not familiar with what this is information directly from our general ledger. And it has the numbers that our accounting system reflects as being segregated for each of the different funds. In other words, we hold all of the money, the cash that we manage. It's all held in the general fund. And then segregated out, or it's held in one account, and then it's segregated out via the accounting system to each of the funds. So this is part of what NRS requires that be provided to you on a monthly basis, so you know what each fund has according to our accounting system.
And you just said something very important there, John, because you said it's part of the reporting?
Yes.
It's required by NRS.
Yes.
At the recent Board of County Commissioners meeting, discussion was had regarding the treasurer's report. When asked if he had the bank reconciliation in the report, John Prudhomme stated that we do not. He says that this is because they are working with an outside auditor. Prudhomme continues saying that after submitting 3 reports for them to review, they had some questions and issues. He says that someone in his office sat with them to determine what they thought were methodologies that didn't correspond with what they believed the cash reconciliations should correspond between the treasurer's report and the bank reconciliations. He then begins to list issues they've been having, including bringing back Kim Laura, who Prudhomme says that her methodology wasn't reviewed as much as the treasurer's office, and checks from 10 years ago that were never cleared.
In other words, what you're telling me is that you're having a hard time doing the job that you agreed to do?
Well, you know.
Because all you're doing, John, is you're blaming the past.
Oh, no. This has nothing to do with
finish.
blame. These are facts.
Let me finish.
Blaming is coming up with something that's not based on facts.
Let me finish. We have gone through an audit every year.
Yes, you have.
Every year. We've gone through an audit. So if you're finding problems in unaudited accounts now, I don't know how that, you can only go back to the first of the year, the last audit, and go from there forward. Everybody knows that there's been problems in the past. You were told about this before you applied for the job, before you wanted to be put in this position.
When speaking to John Prudhomme, Commissioner Wickman states that every time you come before this board, you go back and rehash all the blame all the way back to 13 years, and says that Prudhomme is reaching.
You can say whatever you want to say, but you don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, I do.
No, you don't.
I do. As you pointed out, I made my living this way.
It doesn't matter. You have not been in this office.
I'm not here to argue
In fact,
with
you have
you.
not stepped out of your office and into my office in the 9 months that I've been here. So don't tell me that you have a clue as to what's happening in my department.
This is enough. What I'm saying is that you are in violation of NRS. You need to straighten that up.
I was in violation of NRS when I came into this office.
So maybe malfeasance should be brought forward.
Maybe it should have been brought for the 2 prior treasurers that were in malfeasance prior to that
They're
you
not
did
here.
nothing about.
They're not here in front
And
of
that's
me.
what caused this problem.
I'm not going to continue a back and forth like this.
When speaking to John Pradant, Commissioner Wickman states that you are on limited time. Do what you have to do to get everything balanced so we know what we are working with. And John Pradant states that in the November BOCC meeting, they will have the reports up to date. Commissioner Blundo makes a comment before the items end.
The back and forth, though, it's this is in your hands, and I know you're capable of getting it addressed. So, yeah, we just need to move forward. We need to figure out how to move forward and just move forward.
And we are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you can go back to work.
Thank you.
More news right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
All right. Well, today we're going to show you some of these beautiful felines that are available now at our local shelter. Come down to Desert Haven Animal Society to take home your very own cat or kitten. Desert Haven has all sorts of cats in all different sizes, ages, colors, and temperaments. You can have one that wants to lay around all day, one that's super active, or even a very sweet kitten. To come see the cats inside the cat room at Desert Haven, just come on by. Desert Haven is located on Seary Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse right off of Basin Avenue. You can give them a call at 775-751-7020. You can look them up on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society or on the web at deserthavenas.org. All right, now Ubaldo wants a cat. Well, let's go to Maria with today's entertainment report.
Late night host Stephen Colbert has signed a new contract with CBS as the star of The Late Show through 2023. Colbert says he was asked by CBS to host The Late Show, and he has every intention of honoring their subpoena. Colbert took over for David Letterman as Late Show host in 2015. The Late Show is averaging roughly 3 million viewers this season, and over his rivals, ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live and NBC's The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Colbert's numbers get a ratings bump with delayed viewing, averaging about 3.6 million viewers who watched live or within 3 days. MGM Resorts International has announced it has entered into an agreement to sell Circus Circus for $825 million to Phil Ruffin, who owns the Treasure Island Hotel and Casino. Officials say that Circus Circus doesn't fit in with the portfolio of MGM Resorts. MGM has also announced this week that it is selling the Bellagio to the owners of the Cosmopolitan for $4.25 billion. They will, however, continue to operate the property under a lease agreement. Being held in downtown Las Vegas October 26th as part of the world's first SPART competition, which combines sports and art, air sex is like air guitar, but performers pantomiming sexual encounters. The competition is being held at 115 North 7th Street in Las Vegas. The doors open at 8 p.m., with the show starting at 9 p.m. Tickets are $12 and $15 at the door. Comedians, pro wrestlers, porn stars, and local celebrities typically judge the event. The air sex community says that they promote consent, sexual health, sex workers' rights, inclusivity for all sexual orientations and gender identities, and survivors' advocacy. Reporting for News 25, I'm Maria Guerra, and this is your Entertainment This Week.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, let's take a look outside on that Lerner and Rowe weather cam. Beautiful skies, hardly a cloud. We're going to find out more about this weekend's weather forecast right after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, The melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue with today's weather. In Las Vegas, we have a high of 77 degrees, the low of 51. Death Valley at 87 with a low of 57. Amargosa 75 with a low of 43. 72-39 in Beatty. 61-29 in Goldfield. 58-30 in Tonopah. Carson City and Fallon both with highs of 64 degrees. 39 for the low in Carson City. 35 in Fallon. And now Fernley, a high of 65 degrees and a low of 39. Now today in Pahrump, we saw some nice sunny skies. Our high today was 76 degrees. Still a little bit breezy this morning. Some winds coming out of the west at 8 miles per hour. 10% for our humidity. And our sunrise at 6:53 this morning. Now for tonight, we're going to see some mostly clear skies. Our low tonight is going to be 46 degrees. It's currently 73 outside. Winds coming out of the east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. Our humidity at 15%. And our sunset around 6:04 tonight. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, we are going to see some clouds tomorrow on Saturday, but on Sunday that sun's going to pop right back out and it's just going to hang out all through next Friday. Temperature-wise, on Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be seeing highs of 77 and 75 degrees. From Monday through Wednesday, we're going to go up just a little bit, seeing highs of 81 and 83 degrees. And then next Thursday and Friday, we're going to drop back down to those 70s, 76 on Thursday, and then a high of 72 by next Friday. For overnights, on Saturday through Wednesday, we're just going to be hanging out in those low to mid 50s, just between 50 and 54 degrees. Then by next Thursday and Friday, we're going to drop down to those high 40s, just around 46 and 47 degrees for our lows on those nights. So now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks, Michael. Well, don't forget that the Pahrump Disability Outreach Program Pumpkin Days is in Honeysuckle Park all weekend long. Actually, it's Ian Dorsch Memorial Park on Honeysuckle all weekend long. And of course, Lynn Peterson and the Fat Cats are down there at Sanders Family Winery Saturday night. There's an open house at the Pahrump History Center located at 921 Wilson Road this Saturday from 10 to 2. The public's invited to attend. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.